Hi, my name is Brandy Truex, and I am so excited to be guiding you all through this 4-week gut protocol, gut healing program. It has been life-changing for me, and I cannot wait for it to help you change your life also. I'm going to just do a brief overview of what the 4-week gut protocol is, so that for those of you who are more like listening, would rather listen to the directions instead of read them, let's do that. I'm going to walk through the program. I'm going to pull it up on my screen. I'm going to screen share, but this will be the 4th time I've done the gut protocol. I'm excited to go all in with you in removing all gluten, all dairy, all corn, and fermented soy, some like highly processed soy products, and reducing sugar. It says, I think 10 grams, 10 to 15 grams. I usually can get to about 20 grams because I do, Shakeology has some sugar in it. I do drink some Hydrate in the morning, and I love my Energize, and they both have sugar in it. And then I do usually add a little bit of sugar to like my steel cut oats. I add a little bit of maple syrup, but I just try to keep that really little. And then you'll notice as you start reading some of the ingredients on almost everything, there's sugar in it. So that's where we're going to be really hyper focused, actually, is on ingredient lists. You're going to be looking for corn products. That's corn starch, corn syrup, modified corn, blah, 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 is in so many things. Soy products, really oils. You don't want anything with canola oil in it or safflower oil in it. But those are harder to avoid. So, and they're not on the list. But you want to kind of just be aware of those things, that those aren't the best oils for you. And then you're going to be looking at things of gluten. Gluten is hidden in a lot of things. Breadcrumbs, gluten's in breadcrumbs. Gluten is in this green tea I was drinking. You're also going to see that she's going to recommend some different teas for you to try. Those are things you'd find at Whole Foods. She's going to recommend you try some tofu. That's easily found at Whole Foods. Miso paste, easily found at Whole Foods. And then ceremonial grade matcha tea is supposedly really, really good for you. So look for that. And then we'll go over some fermented foods. And I like the coconut yogurt, zero anything in it. It's not vanilla or any sugar in it, and it's a fermented food, because I did not like sauerkraut and I did not like kimchi. So that one works for me. And I usually eat it with a very low sugar granola, but again, it has sugar in it. Or you can just eat it with berries to like cut out the extra sugar. It's a great little snack. So let's go over this really quickly, so that if you have any questions, what I'd love for you to do is write them down right now and put them in our challenge group in Facebook. And then I'm happy to go live again and walk you through the answers to those questions. All right, so you go into programs, and you should, I'm already in programs, and go down to nutrition, and you should have your 4 weeks for everybody. Gut protocol, we'll go there. It's time to feel great again. This has been such a game changer for me. I love sharing this program and doing it with people because I learn something new every time. And here's my precursor to this. You are not going to be perfect. No one is perfect. You're going to do your best. I can honestly say I truly stuck to no gluten, no corn, no dairy for the full 4 weeks. And it is, and really low sugar. I really made sure I cut out as much sugar as I possibly could. I slowly started to do my tracker and add in the vegetables, and make sure I was eating 30 vegetables every week. And that became much easier than I expected it to be. At first I was like, what? That's ridiculous. And then I was like, oh, you get a blended bag of lettuce, like already cleaned and stuff for you. And that's got like 4 different vegetables in it, right? Radicchio, shredded carrots, 2 different kinds of lettuces, and you're good, right? You already have 4 right there. And then you add cucumber, you add tomatoes, you add one other kind of vegetable. It could be garbanzo beans, it could be radishes, whatever you like. And now you're at like 10 in one salad, right? So you can easily get to 30 different kinds of plant foods a week. Just want to prep you there. All right. You will see here, we are in the start here, lessons, recipe videos, and resources. I'm going to go back. I don't want to be in recipes. I want to go to resources. This is where you're going to find the best information on this program. You'll see there's the program guide, calculate your health and regular hybrid containers. Go there to find out how many containers you need of each kinds of food. This is a macros-based program, so there's no counting calories, there's no counting points, but you do want to eat enough protein, enough vegetables, enough carbs, enough fruit, healthy fats in your day so that you can feel good and fuel your body properly. That's what I love about this program is you know what kinds of foods you need to eat in a day to fuel your body. It isn't just about calories, because we could eat pudding all day, right? And I know that that's not how that program works, but you know what I mean. All right. I like printing out the PDFs. And you'll see what's different about this program is that you eat a lot more vegetables than what is put into the first program. So I'm on plan A. I have to eat 6 greens. Most plans are 6 greens a day. That can be kind of hard, but basically you just make a really large salad, right? 2 cups of greens or a full, you can make a really large salad. You can add spinach to your Shakeology. You can add some vegetables to your eggs in the morning if you eat eggs. If you don't eat eggs, maybe you just eat oatmeal. You can have a couple of things of celery, and that can be a vegetable for, serving a vegetable, 2 stalks of celery. You can see the fruits are 2, red A, red B. If this is too confusing and too much for you the first week, don't worry about the red A, red B. Just make sure you're getting 4 servings of protein. Yellow A, yellow B, same thing. Just make sure that you're getting good fiber-filled carbs if you don't want to worry about that quite yet. Then your blue is your healthy fats, your orange is your seeds and your dressings, and then oils and nut butters. So those teaspoons are like the oil that you saute your food with. I don't even count a full teaspoon. If I'm like making a stir fry for my family, I will count that as like half a teaspoon or a quarter teaspoon. I really worry about my peanut butter in that part. And if I'm using a lot of, like if I'm having a piece of toast and I'm putting some ghee on it, like the non-dairy butter or the clarified butter, I might count that a little bit. So just keep that in mind. And then there's more of that. Okay, let's go back for wake up protocol. So knowing how many containers you need each day is very important. There's journal pages that you can print out if that's helpful for you to print them out, or you can use the app on your phone. I highly recommend if you don't have the app on your phone to get it. I have it here in the bottom so I don't have to go looking for it. And when you press that app, you can track everything in here. You can track your food. It does not have the gut protocol tracking, but it does have tracking for portion fix. And so you can say, okay, I've had 2 proteins, or, talk about what you've had that day. Let's see, here's the food lists. And it goes over the green containers, your treats and substitutions, because of course we all need treats, and that this is not immune to that. Here's additional tips. Stool chart. What are the things that you want to really watch is your poop. See what it's looking like, and this chart will help you evaluate what's going on. Eventually you want to get to read the stool chart. Tips to manage stress, your daily tracker, measurement tracker. Please take your measurements, because some of you are not going to lose weight. You might lose inches. It's really important for you to take your measurements. And then the meal planning toolkit. This is super helpful for those of you who need help planning your meals. I know I did for sure at first. You'll see what's inside Notes from Autumn, and the Notes from Autumn are super important to read in that she just gives you some tips that that are helpful, right? Like week 1, she wants you to cook all of your vegetables to help with digestion. And there's a sample meal plan in this for every single bracket. When I read that I had to cook all my vegetables for the first week, I was like, what? And for those of you who have been eating a lot of vegetables, your body's used to a lot of fiber and vegetables, this isn't like 100% cook all your vegetables, right? This is like at dinner, make fajitas, and then most of your vegetables are already cooked. Or you're going to do an egg scramble. You're sauteing your vegetables; those are cooked. But if you are in a pinch and you need to have some peppers and hummus for a snack, eat your peppers and hummus for a snack. It is not going to wreck this program in any way, right? Like I said before, the number one things if you can stick to over the next 4 weeks is do not have gluten, do not have any dairy. When I go out to restaurants, I say, I've got a dairy sensitivity. Can you please make sure none of the food is cooked in dairy? And they're very open to that. I also say I have a gluten sensitivity, but I'm not allergic to gluten. I just don't want to eat any gluten because I don't need them coming out with gloves and making sure none of my food touch gluten. So I just try to order accordingly so I don't have to get into that. But the dairy is big in restaurants because they put butter in everything. They put butter in steak to make it taste good. So just be aware. And corn, right? Try to not eat any corn tortillas, no corn chips, no corn in general, and then corn starches and a lot of stuff. But in restaurants, you're not gonna be able to tell if that's in there. So if you can do anything, no beer, no wine. Wine has gluten in it. Beer always has gluten in it. So get those out of your diet altogether. And then when I do have a drink, I usually do like a Tito's and soda and lime. Vodka and tequila are pretty good. So if you want any of those drinks with soda and some sort of fruit juice, that's fine too. I hope that helps. And then, so here's your thing, like she really gives you some good stuff here. Familiarize you with the program, read your food labels, ask for what you need. And then she gives you, 2 ways to do this. A personal meal plan. Yes, you do not have to do what she's doing. She did not make a meal plan for this originally because she didn't want anyone to feel like you had to do what she does because everybody is different, right? We all have different likes, different tastes. We all like different kinds of foods. And this is not about you have to eat this kind of food. It's making sure that you eliminate those other things so that we can have your body start to detox and you have your body start to kind of heal your gut. That's why the supplements are so important. The probiotics and the digestive enzymes are helping to replenish that gut flora in you. Varieties of plants and vegetables is so important. All right, and then here is the sample. So day 1, she recommends like fixate breakfast sausage. What I learned, if you just want to be super simple, just saute up some turkey, ground up turkey. And if you want to season it a little bit and then do that. The fixate breakfast sausage was a little bit of it was a recipe. It was more than I cared to do. So she gives you some ideas of things that she makes. Some lunch, she did tofu sauteed with olive oil, mushrooms, zucchini, and onions. Fruit of choice with pumpkin seeds or nuts. Dinner, fixate chicken piccata, sauteed asparagus, sweet potato fries. So day 2, here you go. So this was great. That's all I'm going to show you for right now. Please go through the different areas of the gut protocol just to familiarize yourself with it. But if you do nothing else, reading this meal planning toolkit is really helpful. And then the other thing that we really need to do is the videos. So inside here, Autumn will have different videos for you to watch. And she goes over some of the different things like the 4 R's, add it in, calculate your health, colorful eating habits. If you guys can watch those videos, that's also very helpful. And then at the beginning of each week, there is a focus video. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Those are really good to watch. All right. And then you'll learn at the end of week 4, reintroductions, what comes next, and then 4 steps to maintenance. So this week, I would like you all to look at the 4 R's, the added in, calculate your health, and colorful eating habits. And then if you get the chance, whenever you can, before we start Monday, watch week 1. You'll see that these videos are 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can watch these while you're folding laundry, or you can even, if you have the app on your phone, you can listen in the car because you don't have to actually watch these things. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. I can't wait to do this with you. We're going to have a lot of fun, and I cannot wait for you to feel better. I can't wait. All right. Talk to y'all soon.